but Haaland has nowhere to be seen. It's actually really concerning, his form. What has he done recently? I don't know. Like, it's just not happening. That's a huge thing because
it's basically what you're saying.
They don't look good.
Yeah,
so I mean, I don't think Arsenal look great, but they're grinding out the win. The City fans are going to be happy just to win the Carabao Cup, though, Neil.
I'm not saying they're going to be happy, but what I am saying is it realistically represents.
I don't think it's going to matter that much.
Represents their only chance, realistically, of winning silverware this season. Do you agree with that or not? If Arsenal don't win this, I still think they're going to win the Premier League. They've got bigger fish to fry. If City win this or don't win this, I don't think they're going to win the Premier League, and I think they're out of the Champions. So that's not going to happen. That could get to put to bed this Sunday, by the way, if City win City win the Carabao Cup. And for me, it's a 50-50. It is a 50-50 because it's a cup final.
Really?
Well, it's a 50-50.
I don't see it that way.
It's a cup final. Anything can happen. So for me, it's a 50-50. The first final is upon us, Mark. The first chance to win silverware is only a few days away, and it's going to be contested by Arsenal and Man City, the Carabao Cup final this Sunday. You and I are going to preview it. I'm interested to get your thoughts and take on what is going to happen, how you're seeing it, and I've also got a couple of interesting questions that I want us to cover off. Guys, by the way, if you haven't already liked and subscribed and you're a regular viewer, please do so. It really helps us out massively. And we want to get your thoughts on here as well. So start commenting straight away. We'll respond to each one. Is it going to go Arsenal? Is it going to go City? You're going to get our thoughts now. Mark, when the Carabao Cup final comes about, it's always exciting for me. And I say that every season because it is the start of the end, basically, of the season. This is the climax. We're reaching the climax of the season. All the trophies now we're getting into the business end of all the different competitions.
Exciting now.
It is exciting, man. And I think this final is going to be the opposite of that word. I don't think it's going to be exciting, but I don't care. It's just about winning it. What do you think is going to happen? What are your thoughts? Are you excited? Answer that. Are you excited about the fact that we're at Carabao Cup finals, or is it's just a Carabao Cup? Who cares?
A little bit of everything, man. I've never really been the biggest fan of Carabao Cups. Now, it's all good. That's me saying that. But if Chelsea was in there, then I'll be a little bit happy. Do I consider it a major, major win? I mean, it's a trophy, yes, but I consider the Premier League, the Champions League, something to really be proud about. But for Arsenal, let's talk about Arsenal. It's going to be the first. I mean, there's this talk of the quad and things like that. I think that's a little bit ridiculous because of how Arsenal are playing. And I know there's a lot of talk about, they're boring, they're set piece. I'm not going to go through that. Everyone already knows what I think. But this is a major game because, firstly, it's a final. Secondly, I love big games, like big teams. And the two best teams in the league are playing each other. So, of course, I'm going to be excited about it. I'm a football fan as well as a Chelsea fan.
Nice.
Additionally, what I think it's going to do, like mentally, is it's going to get one up over the other. You know, if Arsenal win, it's really going to give them the belief that they can go on and the momentum, and it's going to continue their winning run, and their confidence is going to grow even more and all of this sort of stuff, and understandably so. However, if Manchester City win, I'm not going to say it's going to derail Arsenal's Premier League title charge because Man City are so inconsistent. And I think that the lack of, they're so reliant on Haaland, but Haaland has nowhere to be seen. It's actually really concerning, his form. What has he done recently? I don't know. Like, it's just not happening. That's a huge thing
City
because
don't look good. It's basically what you're saying. City
don't look good.
Yeah,
so I don't think Arsenal look great, but they're grinding out the wins. No matter how you play, how aesthetically pleasing the football is, at this point, it doesn't really matter.
All right,
they're out there to get their first.
Let me address something that you said, because you said a few bits there. Firstly, let's just address the quad stuff. Yeah, the quad stuff is a mainstream media narrative. Let's put that to bed. It doesn't matter how Arsenal are playing. You could be playing like prime Barcelona. No one's winning a quad, right? So this is not going to happen. So let's put that to bed right now. And that could get put to bed this Sunday, by the way, if City win City win the Carabao Cup. And for me, it's a 50-50. It is a 50-50 because it's a cup final.
Really?
Well, it's a 50-50.
I don't see it that way.
It's a cup final. Anything can happen. So for me, it's a 50-50. In a one-off game, either team can win. City have been inconsistent. Arsenal have been inconsistent at times, but been more consistent. I think Arsenal have been consistent, actually, not inconsistent. So I'll take that back. What I will say is, you can say it's important. By the way, the other thing you said is that Carabao Cup, there's no interest in it. I tell you what, I agreed with you. Up until Pep came to the league, no one cared about the Carabao Cup. You just play your second 11s for all the way through, right? You play your squad, it's rotation. Pep Guardiola started playing his best teams in the Carabao Cups, and obviously he's won so many. He won so many.
Jose Mourinho in 2004 and 05, in every single game played. That's, of course, I remember that.
I know. But bro, I mean, okay, he did, but he was only there for like 3 seasons, right, at a time. So what I'm saying is, Pep over the last few years, and then it went back to everyone kind of playing their second 11s. Carabao Cup's not important. The reason why I'm saying this is, I think the Carabao Cup's become more important because I think Pep's made it more important, and now everyone actually plays pretty strong 11s in the Carabao Cup, and City have won a lot of them playing their strongest 11s. Now, I'm just saying that it makes the cup competition more interesting than it had done in previous years for me, outside of when Mourinho played his strongest 11, because even the other sides, when Mourinho played his strongest 11, they didn't. But this weekend is going to be interesting. All I've heard, narrative-wise, this whole year, since the calendar year started, or since we've made the final, or semi-finals, which team is it more important for? Arsenal need to win the Carabao Cup final. They need to win it because they've not won anything in so long. And if they don't win it, it could derail them in the Premier League, and the mentality gets questioned and all of this stuff. Up until recently, I would have agreed to an extent who's it more important for. Now, I'm saying this final is more important for City to win than Arsenal. What do you think about what I just said?
I don't agree with that at all. Because even, as I just told you, even if City win... I don't expect you to. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, of course, my opinion. If City win, I think that there's only, 7 games left. I don't think it's going to change the mindset or change the way that they're playing. I still think that they're still going to play inconsistent. They could win it. It's a one-off game. All right, fair enough. But I think for Arsenal, I think it's more important for Arsenal to win. I think that they need to get this win. This will be a mental win over not just over their opponents, for themselves. We've won something. Now let's carry on. We've got the confidence. We've beaten our main rival in the league. There's no reason why we can't fucking take on now the Champions League and smash our way through the rest of the games in the Premier League. Even if Arsenal lose, I still think they'll do it because there's still so many points ahead. Even though City have an extra game, they're still
You're agreeing with them. By the way, guys, just
I'm not
for
agreeing
our viewers,
with you.
Hold on, just for our viewers,
I'm trying to give.
We've recorded this before the Champions League round of Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, and Real Madrid.
And that's
City.
huge. That's huge because if Arsenal don't do it against Bayer Leverkusen, that's going to be massive. I think that's going to be fucking... Would you agree with that, though? If you lose against Bayern, Leverkusen, what do you think that's going to mean for the Premier League? What do you think it's going to mean for the Carabao Cup? Explain.
Let me paint you a different picture, because you're focusing on Arsenal maybe going against Bayer Leverkusen. And whilst they might, Arsenal are most likely going to go through against Bayer Leverkusen as it stands, right? City, we know, are already out. This is why I say I think it's more important for City to win the Carabao Cup. You just said, even if City win the Carabao Cup, Arsenal have bigger fish to fry, right? They've got the Premier League, which you think Arsenal will get over the line now. City are out of the Champions League, as far as I can see, unless they pull a miracle out of their arse tonight.
They could still do it.
Yeah, okay, yes, of course.
There's so many players for Real.
Yeah, but okay, if you're gonna bet your money on it, are you betting money on City going through?
No.
Okay, cool. Most likely City are out, right? So I'm counting them out. I think they're out of the Champions League. They've stumbled in the Premier League. They've got Liverpool in the FA Cup. We don't know what's going to happen. City, if they don't win this Carabao Cup final, are very realistically facing a very, very good high chance of another trophyless season. That'll be 2 years back to back that City haven't won a title. If Arsenal don't win this, I still think they're going to win the Premier League. They've got bigger fish to fry. If City win this or don't win this, I don't think they're going to win the Premier League, and I think they're out of the Champions League.
Do you think that the City fans are going to be happy just to win the Carabao Cup, though, Neil?
I'm not saying they're going to be happy, but what I am saying is it realistically represents.
I don't think it's going to matter that much.
Represents their only chance, realistically, of winning silverware this season. Do you agree with that or not?
I think that you put the Carabao Cup too high on the pedestal.
I don't care about the Carabao Cup.
You've just explained it to me.
No.
Well, you do, because we're talking about a cup win, and we're talking the main thing you're talking about.
But Mark, you're missing my point. Realistically, it represents the only... if you're a club and your only chance of winning silverware this season was the Carabao Cup final, now the stakes are a little bit higher because it's the only trophy you can win, right?
I think for a club of Manchester City, if they win the Carabao Cup, it will give them a day's happiness.
And what happens if they don't win it and they win nothing? Listen, look, Man City, it's not a big deal.
This is fair. I just don't think they'll.
I get it.
I don't think that they'll. I still feel that a lot of Manchester City fans will feel, we've won the cup. Who cares?
Yeah, but
that's what I think.
But ask those Man City fans: would you rather have the Carabao Cup or have nothing? What are they going to say?
Yeah, okay, have the Carabao Cup. But how we started it is. Who's it more important to?
Exactly.
And I still stand by it's more important to Arsenal.
Because Arsenal have bigger fish to fry. Mark, you make a good point. By the way, I'm playing devil's advocate a bit here as well. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I am saying now, though, is that City, very realistically, if they don't win the Carabao Cup final, most likely they're out of the Champions League. Most likely they're not going to win the Premier League, which means most likely they're going to have another season without a trophy. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think this Carabao Cup final is a 50-50? Do you think Arsenal are favourites? Do you think it's more important for City to win it, like I do, or do you think it's more important for Arsenal to win it? Because if they don't win it, we've got questions about their mentality, like what Mark thinks. Let us know in the comments below. Marky Mark, final thoughts and land the plane.
My final thoughts is that I don't think it's 50-50. I think it's 60-40 to Arsenal. I think both teams aren't playing great football. It's just that Arsenal are just a lot more consistent. I think that they don't have that many injuries. I think that it's going to end up 2-1 in extra time, or that's a 2-0 win to Arsenal. I just think that their midfield is weak. Man City's, I think the defense is not on it. Their attack, Shirky, where is he been? He's shown some flashes of real brilliance and excitement that he brought to the Premier League. That hasn't actually been consistent. Haaland is nowhere to be. Where are they going to get the goals? For me, it's not 50-50. Yeah, I know you keep saying that, and I get that. But for me, you're going to if you have to pick one winner, Neil, who would it be?
I'm always going to back my team, but I genuinely think it's a 50-50.
Okay, I think it's going to be 2-1 in extra time. I think it's going to be the first... I know you'll take that. It's going to be the first stepping stone of Arsenal's quad attempt. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think that they're going to lift the Carabao Cup, and it's going to give them the belief and everything. It will take. I also think it should take them further along, but it all depends on what happens in this Bayern Leverkusen. Score prediction, Neil?
For what?
For the freaking game this Sunday, you
just said you just brought a Bayer Leverkusen, so I didn't know what you're talking about. All right.
No. I'm talking final score for the Carabao Cup final, Neil.
Yeah, I'll go
50-50 is 1-1. It should go to penalties accordingly too.
Yeah, Arsenal to win on penalties.
Oh, wow. You actually did fucking fair. Respect, bro. All right, cool. Guys, let us know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe and click this video right here. And we'll see you good mother what in the next one. Thank you for watching.